Hello, everyone, and we're back with more Dicing with Death. So, little shop set up. I think Qualneer is going to go search for Bloodletter.
Let the questing begin. Are you taking Michelle with you?
No. I need someone to stay and watch the shop, someone to keep an eye on Dagger and all that jazz. This might not be the be-all, end-all, right? This might just be a reconnaissance mission, and then I decide that I need Michelle and her magic to get into wherever Bloodletter is, but for now, I'm just going to try and find its location.
All right, then. So, where would you like to start?
Before I leave, I would like to... I have 2 small rubies that are worth at least 100 GP each, it says on my sheet. I think I failed a check or something.
Okay.
100 GP or more each, and I'd like to convert those into gold coin, so I've got some spending money.
Sure. I think we're going to just have there. You can trade them for 100 GP.
Okay.
I don't remember what they actually were, but
that's fine. That gives me some cash to use. Great. Then I'll hop on a boat and head down to the last place I saw Bloodletter, which was near Ashenholt. It was just north of Ashenholt where I got ambushed.
Yes. However, Ashenholt is landlocked.
Right.
Let me see what sort of maps we're working with. So I think Qualneer has all this mapped out, or he's been around. So there's this mapped region, and then we can head... And Qualneer had that map of...
Yes, I have a local area map.
Of what?
A local area map. That doesn't...
Okay. Oh, wait, no, this is not it.
Nope.
It's a map of things, but... It's probably this one called Qualneer? Close enough.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
That's the Ashenholt map, and Seagate's just off the edge of it.
Right. So I think I'm going to take a boat all the way down past Westport towards Cornbrook. There's a dock just south of Cornbrook.
Back where we started. I don't think that's a thing you can do. I think you can take a boat to Westport and maybe hire a small ship to dump you on the coastline somewhere down there.
That's the plan, then.
All right. I don't think Qualneer's ever been to Westport, but...
No, of course not. Oh, no. No.
Qualneer's never been there. Yeah. You went straight... Yeah, but Leon had.
Yeah. Leon did not fare well in Westport. That's where he got his arm.
Oh, yeah. So Westport was a port city, that the guild... The Goldsmiths Union controls, right? And Leon attempted to sneak out.
Yeah, and just going through a back alley.
Got in a fight in some alley, yeah. That's where it all went south.
Yeah. Well, it had been south for a while there.
Okay, so for 10 GP or more, if you'd like the captain's quarters, you can ferry or charter a ship. I guess not charter. You can tag along on a merchant vessel heading to Westport.
How much is it for the next room?
I think we said for 20 the captain let you rent his room.
Done.
So you've got an actual cabin.
Yeah,
that's not always going to be the case.
The captain's room, but a private cabin is what I'm looking for. If it ends up being the captain's room, that's fine. But I'm not sleeping with these other plebs.
Sure. And I think it takes a couple of days to get from Solstice to the Southern Isles, if I recall.
And I will leave my fancy elven clothes behind, and I'm just going to take my common clothes and my ninja clothes with me.
Okay. You are still clearly an elf, right? You have silver hair, pointy ears.
Yeah.
You move with a supernatural grace.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you make a concerted effort to hide that, I think it will be obvious.
There's no way I'm hiding that I'm an elf, so I'm cool. I'll just cruise along. Yeah, and 20 GP to Westport.
Chat's making fun of my maps.
They're so mean. They hurt my feelings too.
Matt seems to be implying that he's a better artist than me. I'm not sure what he's basing that off of.
I don't think there's any evidence of that.
I'm hurt.
Yeah.
My map is beautiful. It's setting just the tone that I want for this campaign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to see you make a better map, Matt. Jeez. Okay. Then I'll go the 20 feet to Cornbrook.
Yeah, I guess if you never leave the dock, if you do it quick, you probably won't run into any Union thugs that are probably still controlling this port. You can just skip right on by. I don't know what it costs. A couple of gold to get down the coast.
Sure.
You probably need to find a captain, hire him just for this, and some dinghy.
Yeah.
Is there any scale? No, this is not to scale. I'm getting an echo of myself. Can you check your things? Or is this just that phantom?
I think it's the phantom echo.
Jiggle the cable and see if it fixes it. That did fix it.
Well, I had it muted. Is it back now?
Oh.
Is it back?
There's weird noises, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Okay. So let's say 2 gold, sure, to pay some fishmonger to row you down the coast.
Wonderful.
You're heading to Cornbrook, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Why on earth do you want to go there?
I don't recall paying you to ask questions.
All right. And then I guess you can get your ass rolled to Cornbrook. You think you see that cave that you first washed up in. Think back to Sagoth.
Look longingly at the cave.
Or maybe it's that next cave. There's just a whole row of caves along this coast, and they all look the same. Maybe you could wander in and out of them and find some random monsters to fight.
That doesn't sound like what Qualneer wants to spend his time doing.
All right.
This is not a Korean MMO. We don't just grind random monsters in caves. We grind different things. We grind stones in this campaign.
Oh man, maybe that's. Did you ever play Lineage? Mm-mm. Actually, Lineage 2 is the one that I think I played. Wasted hours grinding. It's a Korean MMO. Right. I'm having fun. Maybe it influenced my D&D, my DMing style.
We played some Ragnarok, and I played some Black Desert Online.
All right, so you can. Yeah, there's a dock. I think it's probably where that road ends right there. It's like a small and a private dock is the word. Like it's not used.
Yeah, it looked almost like it was a ruined dock is kind of the impression that I got. Or maybe not ruined, but like abandoned.
Yeah, or just pier. So seldom gets used. Yeah, it's like a pier. So seldom it gets used that there's not like traffic. You get dropped off here. In fact, there's probably a small sail on this boat, but it's like a single person vessel on it.
Right.
Enough room for you.
It might not
fishermen.
even reach the pier. I might have to just jump into water and trudge to shore or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he drops you off in the shallows, like next to this pier. It's towering overhead.
Right.
And you slip onto the shore on this gloomy morning, rolling with the fog. Step off on the stony shore. You can spot like a break in the bluffs where the road is. Mm-hmm. I think with a small signpost nailed in. Cornbrook this way.
I will walk on up that road and start heading towards Cornbrook. Not really thinking too much about the last time I was here, or the farmer that I got in trouble with, or any of that jazz. When that's long ago in human time. They certainly wouldn't remember me now.
When a level 8 character goes back to the level 1 zone.
Yeah.
You've got this. Do you pull out the map, or did you at some point, or is this?
Yeah, I probably was looking at the map while we were sailing down here, and got decent intelligence. So I think in Cornbrook as where I'm.
So
Westport
would have been Sure. So Westport would have been a bustle, but Cornbrook, I think, is pretty much just as you left it.
Yep.
Not ravaged by the war in the north.
And
Yeah, you walk some ways through fields of corn before you reach the town proper, if you could call it that. There's still that old tavern, the Cornhole, sitting there on Main Street.
Well,
Was it here? Was there a jail down that way that you spent a night in?
There was a jail. It's either here or in Farway. I think it was in Farway where I spent a night in jail. I don't think Cornbrook is civilized enough to have a jail. I don't rightly remember, to be honest.
Fair enough, but you can find the tavern, and you can find. I think there's like a general store across the way where you can buy maybe some goods from PHB. But
I'm gonna sit in the tavern, and so I want to gather information, and I'm not sure if the way to do it is to be like buying everybody drinks and just kind of like roll into town and blow a bunch of money and get everyone all chummy and jolly and drunk until they'll start talking, or to try and like make a specific friend on the side. The first one I feel has a higher chance of success, but raises my profile significantly. Second one seems like it's more difficult, but I could maybe fly under the radar a little bit better.
Well, you're not exactly flying under the radar, but so you walk in. You're the only elf in this tavern. If you're quiet from here on out, it can be there was an elf in town. No one knows where he flew. I mean, how the hell did you get here? Or you could go loud and have them tell a different story. But an elf coming to a town like Cornbrook doesn't happen every day. In fact, the last time an elf was in town was probably you a couple of years ago.
Right.
Or whenever that was.
All right, so I'm just going to come to the tavern, go up to the bar, embrace the stereotypes, and order their finest wine. I don't know if they even have wine, but ordering their finest everything.
I think wine, yes. They probably have to go like digging through a cabinet, dusting off a bottle.
Ah, wonderful.
You're displeased by the vintage, but they can. You know what? No, they can't rustle up elven wine here in Cornbrook.
Probably not elven wine.
There's an embarrassing scene where you order elven wine, they come back and they're like,
it's dwarven wine. I'm like, oh my god, dwarven wine.
They don't even have wine. Like he's like, I'm sorry, sir, we don't have. And she comes back a few minutes later, like I checked the cellars, we don't have any wine with some
sherry.
We've ale or bourbon.
Your lightest ale, please.
Right away, sir. Okay.
Yes. And after I get my drink, I will ask the bartender some questions here. I am traveling northward.
So this was like a waitress or whatever.
Sure. I'll ask the waitress then.
Would you bid her to fetch you the barkeep, or do you ask this?
I'll ask the waitress, whoever I was already talking to. I am a traveler heading north. Is there anything I should know about the road conditions? Banditry? Thieves? Are the roads safe?
She's avoiding your eyes, even before you asked the question. Right.
I'm used to that.
Safe? No, I wouldn't say so.
Who ought to
wouldn't leave Cornbrook if well then I guess you're not from here, are you? I'm hearing an echo of myself and it's actually bothering me. Should I just mute you and do the stream solo? If chat's not getting them, I guess I can ignore it. It's fine now. I'm talking and not getting any echo, but I think that's because
the mic was muted. Yeah. How do you have an echo now?
Let's keep going and we'll see.
Alrigy then.
I think no, I can still hear it. But if chat's fine, then that's fine. I don't know how this is. You need to.
It's Zoom. Zoom is the program, and this mic. You know what? Hold on. I got it. I solved this. We're gonna.
And I get my artwork is the hashtag production value when we're dealing with this.
You get this microphone. Chat gets that microphone.
I don't think chat can hear.
They won't hear. They don't hear the echo already. Do you hear the echo still?
You're muted, Neal. We can't hear you. But I think even when you are echoing to me, it might be just Zoom audio getting all tangled up. But if it's fine on, you're still muted. All right then. Chat, you want to help me prep corn book encounters?
So
level one. Oh, there he is.
I'm
He's
muted
back.
for you, not for chat. I don't know why this is.
I can hear you now. So.
Okay.
Well, it's fine. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
I don't think. I don't think viewers are hearing the echo that I'm getting from time to time. It's gone now.
It's just you that gets it.
Well, it usually affects the rest of the cast when it does happen, I think. But anyway, yeah, it's fine. Where were we?
Okay.
The cornhole. You're drinking
cornhole.
your ale. There's like chunks of yeast and wheat floating around in it.
Delicious.
But they don't serve the tankard is opaque, so you can't actually see it. You just sort of taste the grit.
Grit.
As the you're punching the microphone. Boom, 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 boom.
You hear this mic, right? You hear this?
No, that your Yeti is live, I think.
For you?
I heard noises when you were diddling it.
I don't even know what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on. Hold on. I know what's going on. There you go. Now you hear this, right?
Oh, why would you? Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. Audio quality down, but whatever.
But only for you.
Cool. So here you are in the cornhole. The waitress was telling you how the roads are not safe. That there are bandits, and she wouldn't leave town. But then again,
right. So I'm trying to find out more information about this bandit. So these bandits, are they many in number? What do they look like so I can best avoid them?
Oh, you brought up the bandits, sir.
You said
I just said there were.
The DM just told me that they were bandits, so I'm working.
I think that's what you specifically asked for. You were like, "Are the roads safe? Are there bandits?" And she's like, "No, it's not safe. There are bandits. I wouldn't leave town."
All right, so then, so tell me about these bandits. Who are they? Are they? What do they look like?
I don't know. I don't leave town, so I don't have to worry about bandits.
I dismiss the useless waitress, and I start looking around for a merchant or a traveler who might be in the bar.
Hmm. Yeah, you see some soldiers.
I will.
They look like they must not be from around here.
I will wave to the bartender and hold up as many fingers as there are soldiers, and then walk over to the soldiers.
All right, I don't know that you can order drink. You can roll a charisma check to see if you can order drink by sign language, and then we can walk over to the soldiers.
Shitty bartender, she doesn't understand what I'm saying.
You're like mixing. There's a bartender over somewhere in like whatever. No. Like No. Who were those hand signals directed at? Who did you confuse?
That was directed at the bartender. I'm like 3 over there, and then I walk over to there.
Yeah. Okay. So you show up. There are 2 soldiers actually.
Sure, 2.
So one for you.
Whatever.
They are wearing mail armor, and have colors or whatever. They're uniformed.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting and eating and drinking, and they look to you as you approach.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, and they sort of eye you up appraisingly. Do you say anything while they try and decide what to make of you?
No, I give them a moment to look me over and take in my greatness and my grandness.
Unsure really how to treat you. They can we help you, master?
The waitress told me that there were troubles along the road. I am hoping you find warriors such as yourself.
Oh, you're not wearing your fine elven garb, are you? You're
No,
just
no.
an elf in your tattered human clothes. Okay.
I'm hoping you find warriors could tell me a little bit more about what is happening along the road.
What's happening? They look to each other and then back to you.
The poor little thing told me, well, was too scared to really say much, but spoke of bandits upon the road.
We get reports from time to time.
As a traveler myself, I am concerned for my safety. Do these bandits operate under a specific leader? What can you tell me of them?
Mostly just opportunists, taking advantage of helpless folks in chaotic times.
Let's see. Do they usually kill those that they rob, or simply take their belongings and let them go?
What are you trying? Trying to imagine what they would think of an elf showing up in town when they would ask you to explain some of those things to them. I think they'll let murder's not unheard of, but why are you traveling north? Where are you from?
The Elven lands, of course.
They look to each other, nodding. And you're headed
North.
They lean in and like mumble to each other. You can attempt to detect noise, otherwise they have a private conversation.
Sure, I will detect noise on these suckers. D100, and I want to roll a... Oh god, a 20 or less, is that right?
It's not zero.
Detect noise isn't my strong suit here, guys.
No, they have a private conversation. They exchange private words.
Okay.
You're armored though and armed, right?
I have, so it's like this knockoff elven chainmail, so if possible, I'd like to be wearing it under my common clothes.
Yeah, it's discreet and I think your common clothes are tattered though. There's probably maybe spots where you've taken wounds and like the chain is exposed underneath. So it's
right,
not a
but
perfect.
I'm also like wearing my traveling cloak, so hopefully that's covering some of the wounds, maybe not all of them. I don't know.
Okay.
I definitely have my
and
sword belt on.
You've got a short sword and a single dagger. Are you? I mean, what do you like? How much gear do you have? How many pounds of gear? Like, are you?
Inside of my cloak has 15 darts tucked
Okay,
into
so
into the inside. Hopefully,
you've got a dart. You've got a dart bandolier,
and I've got a rat cleaver strapped to my waist as well. But hopefully, the sword and the rat cleaver are just like visible on the outside as shapes.
I mean, you've
but
also
maybe
got
not
a lot.
like actually a meat cleaver at my hip. You know. I'm hoping my cloak is hiding most of the details.
Yeah. But I think you can look you up, and you look like an adventurer, right? I mean, you don't look like you're going to get. I mean, you're a lone adventurer, but you don't look like you're going to get murdered on the roads, right? Maybe. Look, they say. While the Baron can't condone banditry. Your best bet if you get molested is to probably just turn over whatever gold they're asking for and move on with your day. You do file a report when you get to if you see any suspicious activity.
Of course, we elves are known for our immaculate reporting work. Be sure I will fill out all requisite paperwork upon my arrival. My destination. Thank you, good sirs. Thank you. And I will go back to my seat by myself. Actually, I'll put down some silver coin There's 2 of them, so I'll put 2 silver coins on the table with a thank you for your hard work and your protection for these poor peasants. Kind of like mumbling some sort of gratitude to them. And
yeah, they look a little perplexed. You probably play it off like you're leaving a tip for the bartenders, but I think the soldiers eventually take it when they go to settle their own tabs.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Sure. Okay. Is there more information you're trying to get?
Nope. They told me that the bandits strike, what looks like easy targets for them. And so I'm going to make myself look like an easy target with some money and go on the road and wait for them to find me. I'll just like walk up and down the road for a week or so until...
a week out of... All right.
Yeah. Until bandits come my way, and then, try and find the right bandit.
All right. What time? I think you burned much of the day, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to try and hop on to the next... Like, are you heading out of town immediately, or are you staying?
No, I will. Bandits will probably... people travel the road during the day, so I'll travel the road during the day. I want to.
Okay. So you'll wait a night in
easy
Cornbrook.
target. Yeah.
Get a room over the cornhole,
Mm-hmm.
or you could just cause a ruckus and get yourself a night in jail.
No.
That place is comfy.
No.
Easy enough to slip out of.
I got out of there within an hour because I don't want to be anywhere near that place.
Well, you're just down the block at the cornhole, but sure. All right, so shell out 4 silver.
Sure.
For accommodation.
All right. Shell out 3 silver and 10 copper, and go on to the next day.
Okay. Is Qualneer an early riser?
Yeah, he's an elf. I feel like elves are naturally early risers.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably a late riser for an elf, which puts him at like a regular human rising time, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
So you head north on the road. I think you do see wagons setting up and leaving Cornbrook. Would you like to be with the wagons or
No,
alone?
I would like to be alone. I also want to find a way to make myself look like a more tempting target. So what can I bring with me that will make me look like a good person to attack? How can I show off some amount of wealth without being suspicious? You know what I'll do? I'm gonna buy a donkey and saddlebags and fill the saddlebags with corn. And then walk beside the donkey as if it's like carrying my possessions, but it's only corn, so I don't have to invest a lot of money into it. And if the donkey gets driven off, it's not that big of a deal.
You can't find a donkey. There's no
No pack animals for sale?
Yeah, there's no. I don't even know what Manning's Mares has gone out of business. What's the name of it? I don't know. There's not just like a horse store. There's not just a donkey store. An ass factory.
All right, I'll go to
you see some. I mean, you see farmers with mules or whatever, and you're like, "Hey, can I buy your donkey?" And they no, they need it or.
All right. So then I guess I will just I'm just gonna buy like 5 pounds of corn and put it in my backpack to make my backpack look bigger.
There's corn aplenty. Sure, you can buy a 5-pound sack of corn for. I don't know what corn. 5 copper. Sure.
Perfect. That is all of my small change left. I only have gold and platinum now.
Maybe if you whip out the platinum, you can buy a donkey. But yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, so you got a sack of corn. and you are gonna hoist it over your shoulder and walk north.
Yes.
So tempting. Come, bandits. I have corn. It's nice. Okay. All right. You make your way north a little after the merchants, actually, but you, I think, eventually pass them on the roads.
Okay.
Where do you hang out with them?
No, I want to stay away from the merchants. I want to look like a lone, tempting target.
Yeah.
And the merchants are maybe too much cover or something.
Yeah, they probably have, if not bodyguards. There's a big guy with a sword or something that amongst their numbers. Right, if it may just be a merchant, right, protecting his goods, but. All right. Let's see, I guess. No banditry. About 3/4 of the way through the day, you cross a bridge that is that crosses this river. That looks like it would be an excellent spot to set up some banditry, but there's no one guarding the bridge, and you pass over it freely. You can see some of the boards are new and recently repaired.
Okay.
And you make by the end of the day, you can walk into far away. I think actually well after dark, but still that same day.
Yeah, that's a darn shame. So I wonder, should I just patrol the area between Farway and Cornbrook? I was attacked last time between Glenberg and Ashenholt.
Not Qualneer, though.
Qualneer was attacked between
Qualneer
Glenberg
was,
and
right.
Ashenholt.
That's right.
And he saw the bandits go west after the attack. So he knows they're kind of over there, but he doesn't want to go through Ashenholt. That just kind of feels like it's drawing too much attention from the wrong people. So maybe it looks like the road diverges at Farway and heads to Ashenholt, diverges from the river. So maybe
Correct.
I will walk along the river towards Glenberg the next day.
Overland, you say? Okay. So Farway is a little more of a mess. You can see buildings that have been burned, and there are more soldiers about. But it's not. It's an unwalled city. You can wander in under cover of darkness and find your way to a tavern, an inn. Is that the idea?
Yeah. The first thing I do is break 2 gold pieces into silver and copper. And then pay for my inn for the night.
2 gold pieces.
Yes.
Okay. This draws some eyes from the barkeep or whatever the innkeeper.
Yep.
But you can break coins. It'll cost you, let's say, 6 silver.
They're gonna charge
for
me
this
6 silver. That's
for
like
food
30
and for.
I thought you
For
meant for
food and
breaking
for
the coins.
No.
Yeah, that's
So-
fine. Okay.
So
Yeah.
you've got 16 silver left, or 16 silver back from the 2 gold. Or sorry, 14 silver back from the 2 gold. And you can change some of that for copper.
I
if you
do.
need,
I
or-
break 5 silver into copper. So,
Yeah.
fantastic. Then the next day, I'll just walk along the river towards Glenberg, hoping to run into banditos.
Okay. You set off, instead of taking the road, you kind of head downhill from town towards the riverbank and do your best to follow it. Do you attempt to cross the river, or do you...
No, I'm going to stay on this side, because I feel like if bandits are they're looking for targets on the road, then they're probably on my side of the river already.
Yeah. So I think the bridge... So there's actually a bridge into Farway that you would have crossed last night. So I think maybe you backtrack
Go
and
south
you cross
and then-
and you cross. So which side of the river did you say
I
you
would
wanted
like
to
to be on the east side of the river.
be on the east side? Okay, so then you will pass through Farway.
Yeah.
And head off road.
Yeah.
This side of the river is cleared. On the far side of the river, you can see forest. Maybe not all the way up to the banks of the river, although this river leads into the forest.
Sure.
Off road. But the east bank is cleared for farmland, although most of it looks like it's abandoned fields left fallowed.
Uh, Qualneer's going
Occasionally
to.
barns burned, and it's more or less lightly populated, as especially as you get further from far away.
Yeah. I would like to loudly sing. I don't have a singing proficiency, and I'm not trying to sound good. Although I'm walking for days by myself, but I'm trying to draw attention to myself from whoever might be around. So, Qualneer will loudly sing some song that he heard Michelle sing.
Sure,
You know,
out of tune,
totally. He's
but
not
there
musically
nonetheless.
inclined, but I mean,
Yeah, roll a charisma check at -5.
It's not that bad.
Good job, spectator.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what is it? What exactly is your goal? Who are you trying to attract the attention of?
Bandits.
Okay. Yeah, you're a lone elf wandering through this ruined countryside, singing loudly for all the hills to hear. Yeah, you find yourself walking past an abandoned barn. It's burned out. The roof is charred open, singing, and you round the barn and happen into some thugs, I guess. I mean, who attracted to the sound of your voice. Yeah, you're not sure if they set up here with the intent to bandit or if they just came to shut you up. But
I stop and
a pair of ruffians
horrified.
and roll a perception check.
What are they doing here? Oh my god. D20 plus 9. Ugh. Ooh, I'm hot 16? Hell yeah. Alright, there's a 22 on my perception check.
You spot a third in the barn, sitting up in the abandoned barn. The two before you, they're unarmored. One of them has just a stick, a club. Another one has a sheathed knife at his side.
I put my hands up and step back a few paces.
You're making an awful racket, says one of them. And the pair of country boys sort of they stand their ground, but so I think you awkwardly stop when you see them. Is that how this plays out?
Yes, I stop,
and they stand their ground as well. But just because of the way the barn was on the riverbank, so you're just, by the time you pass it, you see them. They had set up they were waiting on the other side of the barn.
I'm trying to feign surprise and horror, maybe a little bit of fear.
But they're about 20 feet away, and then maybe 15 feet diagonally there's another one sitting up in the barn.
You fine gentlemen are. It's a fine day, isn't it? For a merchant and wanderers to meet.
I said you're making an awful racket. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't he? Looks to his friend. I say, my day was going fine until you wandered along.
Oh, do you not enjoy fine music?
One of them, the one with the club, takes a few steps towards you.
I
say, what? You're a little one, ain't you? And he steps a little bit towards you. Do you turn and run? Or
no? I stand my ground.
What are? Is your hood up or back?
It's back. I should be able to see the elven features.
Yeah, and your silver hair and I think it's an elf. And his friends, I thought elves were supposed to be good singers.
I think it's an idiot. And I thought humans were supposed to be idiots.
Hey now. I think it's insulting us.
You have thoughts? My God. Maybe you are intelligent life after all. How many fingers am I holding up?
Yeah, by now the country boy has closed to you. You watch your tongue, elf, or I'll pluck it off. And those little ears too. And he pokes you with a stick.
I let him poke me. I'm gonna try and goad him a little bit more. With
now,
what?
For ruining my fine day with that awful racket you're hollering, I reckon you ought to make up to it somehow.
Let me sing you the song of your people. You're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're a stupid little idiot. Is that more to your kind liking?
He goes to strike you. I don't know if this surprises you.
Probably not. I'm trying to goad them into an attack. I have 18 AC against melee attacks.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. He goes to I don't know, swat your knee either with a club or with his foot, and you deftly
slip to the side,
slip out of the way like an elf. I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? I think this just enrages him. He goes. I mean, we could do on a roll initiative.
Sure. Yeah. I have a plan. I need to engage them all. D10 plus 3 because I'm just moving. I'm just dancing around them or trying to.
You beat this one, but barely.
Okay,
he rolled the 10. He rolled the 10, and I think club's actually slower than 3, whatever that. Yeah, so he dove at you. You can act or react if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to just turn and disengage back up the hill towards the other two. Mm-hmm. I want to try and get myself between the one that's in the barn and the one that's out of the barn.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. You've got his back. His back is turned to you.
No, I'm trying to get them all to converge on me so I can kill 2 of them and interrogate the other one without them running away.
All right, he turns around and flails with his club and misses and runs after you. I mean, I think he's frustrated more than anything, and you're dancing around him like a prancy little elf. Uh-huh. I think he's going to beat you this next round. Roll for initiative.
What are the other 2 doing?
Watching, laughing.
Okay.
They're not. Yeah.
7 on the initiative.
He makes another dive and misses.
This is where I pull out my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should have gone
declared
first.
That you could have gone first.
Well, I still have to draw it from the sheath, so maybe initiative roll on this one. And then make my attack at him for a 20, natural 14.
Roll your d6 plus 2. You don't have exceptional strength, correct?
I do not. 1 shy. I just...
You run him through.
For 6 points of damage.
You murder the poor farm boy. Your short sword of swiftness, quickness, whatever it is, swiftly slides into his gut before he knows what happened. And he may have jumped right into it.
Goodbye. And I turn to the guy on the outside. And I would roll initiative, but
looking in horror.
Swiftness, I go first.
Yeah, you can make an offhand attack this round, or actually, I guess you need to draw that weapon or something. Yeah, okay. Go for it. Making another attack roll.
All right, next round, coming forward at the guy on the outside of the barn. 23 to hit.
Butcher them all.
3 points of damage, unless that
Still
clears
enough.
by 10.
He only had 1 HP. All right. You murder the friend before he can even get his dagger out of his sheath. You look up to see the guy in the barn fleeing out a second-story window and running up the hill.
He jumps out a second-story window?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. All right, well, I'm gonna chase him down if I can.
He died. Everyone's dead.
He dies
jumping out of the second-story window.
Okay, can I stop? Can I bandage his wounds? Can I
roll an intelligence check?
Oh dear God. No.
Everybody dies.
Oh God.
Welcome back, Qualneer. You find yourself surrounded. They were just farm boys that were pissed off at your singing. They have no bandit ties, at least that you can discern on them, and all 3 of them bleed to death before you can get it. Yeah,
I look around at the bodies, going, "No, why?"
Oh, it's perfect. It was destiny.
It wasn't meant to go this way.
Welcome back.
I guess I'll roll their bodies into the river, and the river heads south, so it's going away from Ashenholt, which is great. But I guess
bodies probably get bodies. These aren't the last bodies you'll see floating down the river.
All right.
And I think you continue trudging north.
Yeah, I clean off my blade on some of their clothes before I dip it in the water, clean up my mess on myself, and continue my song upriver. Do, 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 do.
And by sunset, you'll find yourself in the foothills of Ashenholt. Still on the east side of the river. The forest is cleared here. However, just across the banks is a thick, lush, old growth forest.
Yeah. When Ashenholt
No.
comes into view is the time that I want to cross the river.
Okay. So at sunset, you're going to be fording this river? Do you just wade across in your clothes or something?
I have a swimming proficiency.
Yeah.
So...
And actually, if you are not encumbered, you can swim in your elven chain.
Sure. I am not encumbered. So I will just walk or swim if it gets deep enough to the other side, and then step into the tree cover a little bit and make myself a little camp for the night.
Yeah, I think you'll need to make a fire and like
dry out my clothes. Yeah,
dry out your clothes.
Totally.
Do you have a fire building proficiency?
I do not.
Do you have a flint and steel or tinderbox or whatever?
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay,
And I have paper if I need to, make kindling or whatever.
Yeah, you've got your little tinderbox.
Yeah.
Get a fire started. Dry out your gear. And I think we're getting near where we want to wrap up Qualneer for this week.
All right.
What's your plan? Where are we going from here? I think we
my plan is to go to Glenberg and then just kind of walk between Glenberg and Cornbrook for a week or two, just kind of hoping to run into these bandits, because I don't know any other way to catch the attention of bandits or find them without having them find me, and I'm long lived, so I can spend a couple of weeks just walking up and down the road. It's a non-issue.
Okay. Well, right now you're in the forest.
Right. Well, I wanted to camp in the forest on the other side of the river, so to hopefully draw less attention from Ashenholt, and hopefully maybe someone in the forest will be like, hey, look, there's a fire, let's go rob that person. I do want to say that when I make camp, part of that process involves digging a small hole with a dagger or a rat cleaver or something, into which I dump my, actual valuables, and then, bury the hole, and that's what I will sleep on. So that way, if I get kidnapped or if someone comes and steals all my shit in the middle of the night, all of my 1,000 GP gems or whatever I have on me, all my platinum is buried, and hopefully
And you'll uncover that in the morning.
In the morning, I'll dig it up and take it with me. Yeah, but I'll
do you have
bury
a
my treasure
bedroll
every
or
night.
something, or are you just
It's been so long. I have actually. I don't think I have a bedroll. I think I'm roughing
all your
it.
stuff's damp? Yeah, I think you just sleep naked in the woods, but you're an elf. That's fine.
I'll sleep in my
That's
ninja
fine.
clothes while my nice my common clothes dry out. What season is it? Is it warm? Is it cool?
It doesn't matter. You're an elf. You can sleep naked in the woods anytime you want.
Beautiful.
This place feels oddly like home.
Nice.
I think that's a pretty good spot to leave us for the week, right?
Yeah.
Qualneer's back. We took care of some bookkeeping. Doesn't
Yeah.
quite have his own thieves guild yet, but we're getting there. You only need to murder how many more 1,000 level 1 farm boys to level up?
I haven't calculated experience yet, but you said I got 25,000 for.
Yeah,
monies?
yeah. I don't think. No, I think I'll still count the. If you can't get the full 25,000, I think I'll give you the 22500
Okay.
plus 150 for murdering a couple farm boys. That's probably generous.
Okay.
Times 10% bonus.
Yeah.
So I guess with that 10% bonus, that'll bring it back up to the 2,500.
24,915 plus my 7,9292 brings it to 104,207 out of the 110,000 that I need. So I'm about
Nice.
6,000 short.
6 figures.
Yeah.
And yeah, you murdered some innocents. You bathed in their blood, then you bathed in the fresh waters, and you slept naked in the woods. Good to have you back, Qualneer.
It's been my pleasure. So you have a dentist appointment next week. So are we gonna skip it next week, or do you want to move to a different time, different day?
My appointment's at 11, and I've got teaching stuff Tuesday evenings, which is why I'm trying to wrap things up.
Sure. We could do Monday.
We'll see if we can
next
squeeze
week.
another day in. I don't know. Let's schedule off stream.
Okay.
Are you trying Trying to sort it out right now.
I'm trying to sort it out right now, but if you want to do it,
let me pull up my calendar. Monday might work. I think I usually just have meetings on Mondays. And we'll have. Do you have anything else you need to plug while I'm?
We have another episode of Fatal One coming up on this Friday, and we've got Shenanigans on Saturday. Heroes Graveyard should be starting probably early February. We got the Divinity Original Sin 2 / Dungeons & Dragons hybrid game that we're running for Larian Studios, which is probably coming up in early February as well. Misclicks hasn't figured out what we're going to do for replacement for Devotion, because everyone is scattered to the four winds and it's hard to coordinate. So that should be figured out hopefully by the end of today. Frozen Frontier is going to be this Sunday as well. There should be a Misclicks Risen tomorrow. On Wednesday, we're getting close to the end of Risen. At least the end of the second season of Risen.
Got so many plugs. There's Frozen Frontier on Sunday. Frozen Frontier every Sunday.
Yeah. Literally just said that so I can chat into Twitch chat.
Oh, okay. I think Monday will work. I couldn't do 10 a.m., but I could maybe do it by noon. But something may come up. Like I'm not gonna. I love you guys, but if I sometimes have work meetings on Mondays. We've just had a ton of holidays, so I don't have anything on the schedule now. But we'll see. We can tentatively shoot for next Monday.
Cool.
But, birdie burp. Burp, burp, burp.
Burpity burp.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Anything else?
We'll see you guys on Sunday for Frozen Frontier, and then Monday for Dicing with Death.
Oh, yeah.